Yoshi Island. We're in the snow world, which is one of the nicer... I mean, all but the worlds in Yoshi's Island are pretty cool. But I always like the snow world. The cool one. No pun intended. So let's brave the bumpty blizzard. Humpty Bumpty. Brave the blizzard. Bumpty. And it survived. That's right, Sleepy, this is the final of Yoshi's Island. Assuming the game has 6 worlds, like the original one. Look, it's a penguin. I kinda like the way the penguins look in this. It almost gives off like a claymation. I don't know what it is. I don't really get that from like Yoshi and Mario. Of course, you can't swallow a pen. Everyone does that, and they bounce you. Very bouncy. Can't even spring hut them. Oh, but you can. One penguin does take out another penguin. That is a fact of life. Penguin beat Tap Tap. I think another one will be Brick. Tap Tap beat Penguin. I think one way to explain that the flutter jump is just not as responsive, like one of the ways that the game's not as responsive is like OG Yoshi's Island, is in original Yoshi's Island, if you wanted to just like keep comboing flutter jumps, you basically could just let go of jump and then press jump again like as quickly as you can, and you would initiate the next flutter jump as quickly as you can. But in this one, it doesn't, like, you can't do that. You can't let go and then do it right away. You have to wait like a half a second. But then if you wait a little too long, then you also won't. It's like a tiny window. Very strange. I can't get it consistent at all. But that's funny that they would give us the icy watermelon. No level. Everything already is icy. Annihilated that ice thing. What do you have in front of you today? Wait, hey. Get this out of the way. Ow. What? Let the penguin roll. Oh, I guess I'm just... They roll that. That would. I don't even. Now, do these spikes hurt me? Yes. Because they look a little soft. It might have sounded like a dumb question. I wanted to jump off of it. No, I can't. He respawns. That's fine. One level down. 15. Find feathered friends or foes. Are we gonna finally run into the seagulls? I haven't seen. Why would the seagulls be in the snow? There's the orbular one. There's the Walter sea. Now the question is that a different species, or is that just a normal gull that somehow got like that? There are quite a number of them, especially in this. I don't remember there being that many. Waiting for the goal. Is my friend. I thought we were friends. Oh, what happened? Okay, legs over here. Oh. Here. sworn that if you shot your egg at Mario, he would kind of fly back in your direction. Could've sworn that. I know you can use your tongue to pop them. Oh my god. Yoshi. Has anyone ever done a parody of Santa Baby, but it's Baby? Are their legs even, like, they're just wiggling in the air? Little fork leg. They tried to quickly grab that bird and eat it, but Yoshi's so in this. Two red coins, but we did get all the red coins. The exit's probably right over here. Horrible idea. All worked out in the end. I still don't know how I feel that one of the game's collectibles is completely based on luck. I feel like that's not a good idea. Because then you could, like, spend the whole level making sure you got all the flowers, but if you don't land on one of the flowers, you don't get the gold tokens of... Ooh, the ski level. Luckily. Thought it'd be... Best mechanics. Oh! I knew that was gonna happen too. Ay ay ay. I didn't know that cloud was there. Catch that. A little. Wow, if I had hit that cloud first off, I would have... Exploded the... It's interesting because when you think of red coins, I feel like your mind usually goes to Mario 64. But they really, I believe, were introduced Yoshi's Island. But what I wanted to do was not to roll it. Because if this was higher up, I could have gotten in here. That's a sneaky trick. Now if this was OG Yoshi's Island, I could flutter jump all the way there, but I can't pull that off in this. Oh my god, I can't even get the second flutter off. God. So weird. I can't. That was one of the cool things about the original Yoshi's Island. But it's not so broken that you could just fly across the whole level, but like there are certain cases where something that is currently unobtainable, maybe there's a chance you could get it if you utilize your flutter jump the right way. Nice little possibility. Maybe it is still possible in this one, but the flutter jump itself is harder to actually to get those. Oh, I thought those were gonna be red. What the heck, Karate Shy guy? We haven't seen any Hadouken. That's Street Fighter reference. We haven't seen any baseball guys yet. I'm doing fine, Rick. I hope you're doing well. I don't know if I ever watched Bushwhack. Here we go. Now I got the cloud. Now nothing can stop me. We need more eggs anyway. And there's another cloud of food. Ah, he got me. Frick. Ah! To be a Lakitu cloud. You don't even want to be the Lakitu itself, you just want to be the cloud. Oh my god. I'm like holding up to tongue, and it's like not coming out. Like, there we go. Yeah, I knew there was gonna be stuff that required the cloud. That's why I was bothering. Oh, am I quiet? It's probably because I'm like. I am kind of sitting back in my seat a little. Oh, the bandit! I saw him back there, but I thought if I jumped on him, I would get him. Okay, let me step forward. My voice is also just a little down, I guess. I mean, I'd rather you could hear me than be sitting back. Anyways. I'm gonna sacrifice this penguin. Oh. Nope. I'm gonna sacrifice this penguin. Nope. I'm gonna sacrifice a penguin, eventually. There we go. Up. Up goes the penguin. The Ryu, that guy. Go on, do it. I dare you. Hadouken! You don't get any collectibles, even if you got all the flowers. Why did we make a collectible based on dance? Ready, steady, go. So this is this gonna be where we actually ski? Oh no, this is the mid fortress. I don't know if they're gonna have a skiing level. Find out. Yeah, maybe we'll hit 99 lives. But a Yoshi ain't one. Don't just stand there, slam that block switch. What the heck? Okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Now we know how that works. Barbecue sandwiches with chips and an apple. Sounds like a balanced... I almost said a balanced breakfast. Sounds like a balanced... Bring up. Whoops. Bad idea. Oh, I made it. Yeah, we're gonna finish the game. Alright. Sluggy. It's little baby Sluggies, the Unshaven, which was my favorite boss as a child. And Yoshi's Island, because I think it was, I don't know, there was something about the way you fought the boss that was just so intriguing. Because it's just this big, giant slime that's taking up the whole hallway. That is slowly coming towards you and like pushing you towards a cliff, a ledge. And then you shoot your eggs and they dent into him. Like none of the other enemies will react like that. And you have to keep shooting into him until you reach his heart. And I don't know, there's something really about that. Get out the way. The weird goopy boo. What the heck? But I do think that the mid-boss fortress music is just a little underwhelming. I don't know. It still sounds like the pathway to a fortress, not the actual fortress. Yo, we're in a boss's lair right now. Game, what are you doing? Gotta be getting us pumped. Gotta might be getting us like, whoa, what's happening here? Oh no! That could have been bad. Whereas, oh, that bottom coin was probably a red coin. Really? He was trying to steal the door? Get out of here, okay. The whole gimmick to this level, which is unique to this game as far as I can tell, is basically these falling platforms. Although, this is very similar to a castle you would find in Super Mario World. There's like all these like walls and stuff. Might be where they got that idea. How rude. How triple double rude. I woke him up with that one. Was reading why Sluggy is unshaven since he's a blob, and it's a Japanese idiom. Oh, that's interesting. Well, no, he does have hair. The blob, Sluggy does have some hair in him if you look. He isn't shit. But what is the idiom? Because that's actually interesting. I didn't know about it. You could see a little bit here. The background isn't doing it any favors. You can see he's got some hair. Even though that's a baby Sluggy. Not the real one. I didn't... Is there a Goosebumps game? There might be like a weird Goosebumps game like on the Wii or something, right? Where it's like a theme park and there's a bunch of... I feel like I vaguely remember that, but I never played it. Oh, you can't even use the Sluggies to pop the clouds. That's weird. Just enemies you can. I don't think I've ever played a Ghostbusters game, but I've heard that the Ghostbusters game for the 360 is essentially like the legit, like that's Ghostbusters 3. That's like the Ghostbusters 3 that they never made. Like, not even just because, oh, it's like that good, but just because they literally used the script idea that they were going to use for the third movie. And all the original voice actors are in the game too, voicing the characters. So, maybe I should check that out one day. That's how you get the Boster? That's... Is it Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure book in a theme park? Oh, I remember that. It's, hang on. It is called... Oh, what is that book called? It was one of the first ones, too, of the Choose Your Own Adventure. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. I remember that book got me mad because I was in an... I got to the arcade and I wanted to play a video game because of course I did. That's all I thought about as a kid. And then if you play the video game, you die. Like, that's a bad end if you... How dare you play the arcade game? I know that they made a sequel to the Choose Your Own Adventure, when you... Because the sequel was called, like, Return to Whatever Land. And the first one is just, like, Whatever Land. I remember that. You've got guts, I'll give you that much, but what's next will haunt your little Yoshi. Uh-oh. How are we gonna fight you now? What's the gimmick gonna be? Moving blocks or something? Okay. Stuff, that's nice. Oh! I forgot that pipes could exist. I mean, that pipes could live happily ever after. Okay, I can't shoot you, so what am I supposed to do? Okay, I have to wait till he shoots something out here, clearly. Oh! And then you gotta... Okay. So the gimmick is the... I call them the baseball clouds, because usually you would run into the baseball shy guys who would utilize them. That's funny. That wasn't right. You have to actually carefully look at the path. Not only have I heard of the Mega Man soccer game, I tried playing it and I did not like it. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what the heck was going on. This is the boss fight where Kamek's like putting up the best fight so far. All because I'm not paying attention to Arrow's direction. Got him. See ya, Kamek. I used to have the Goosebumps book. I think it was like TikTok You're Dead or something, where you like time travel, which I remember being really cool. Then I don't know what happened to it, but I also had the Beware of the Purple Peanut Butter, which that was the book I remember having for the longest. Like it's probably around like in my closet somewhere if I really looked hard for it. I remember that one, we had that one for a... But how? Hey, why not give me the baby so I can get some answers? Get some answers? What are you talking about? There was another one, there was another Choose Your Own Scare, Cruise the Clouds, where it was like, you're on a scavenger hunt, and it's like a scary scavenger hunt. Like the cool kids are saying, you have to collect these 3 items or whatever. Or you have a whole list of items to like check off. I think it's like a bunch of items. So you're like in some like weird like abandoned, like a clock tower or something. But I used to be like super into Goosebumps when I was little. I feel like that's probably one of the things that got me into reading so much, because I was like really into reading as a kid. Like I was one of them young readers where like, actually I like to read. I feel like Goosebumps was definitely a big factor in that, because Goosebumps were cool. Look at these daisies. Let me eat some of your bubbles, and I can spit bubbles. Aha! Oh, I guess. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, the whole platform fell apart. I didn't know that was gonna happen. What? It Pack in Time? Is that a real game? I've never even heard of that. Is that a sequel to the real, like, the new Pac-Man adventures? Where Pac-Man, like, walks around, you have to, like, tell him where to go and stuff? That one I played a tiny bit of, like, years ago at someone's house. No! See, when you get hurt in this game and you're in the air, I feel like you have, like, no chance to save yourself. But in the original Yoshi's Island, you'd get stunned in the air, but then you would, like, have the opportunity to, like, quickly start hovering back to safety. And I'm offended. I'm offended that this game is different than the original. How dare it do that? I mean, I'm actually, that's a joke, obviously. I'm fine with, like, sequels or spin-offs or remakes of games that have differences. Unless I personally feel that it's a change for the worse. In which case, then yeah, I'm not gonna like. Okay, well, because I knew that was gonna be that. Thanks, game. That was fair. Yeah, now I can't get whatever's up there. Oh, well. I don't even want it. Who cares? Look at, once again, I don't get collectibles because I didn't land on a purple thing. It doesn't matter. Still, it's just one of those things, you know? If you're going for 100% in this game, it would be a huge pain in the butt. Because some of the collectibles, at most, if you get every flower, you still only get a 50% chance of getting them at all. Fire Watermelon Wonderland. Here we go. What I'm talking about. Yeah. I just, you know, sometimes I get a little worried that people think I'm being maybe a little overly critical. But it's not like I want to constantly complain about a game. I mean, unless I just really hate a game, but like, I don't know, I can't help but like think of like, okay, what is good about this? What isn't good about this? What do I feel they're doing right? What do I feel they're doing wrong? I mean, that's like one of the whole reasons why I do game reviews. Yes. I wouldn't be a game reviewer, right? If I didn't have that kind of mentality going into playing games. Well, flowers are actually secretly evil. I know a lot of people don't know that. It's this dark truth. But overall, I do think that this is like much, much better than Yoshi's Island DS. Yoshi's Island DS was like, that is an abomination. And the disgusting part about it, like the thing that really is pushing me to like do a video on it, is that if you go to the wiki page for Yoshi's Island DS, it only mentions positive reception, because the two reviews it brings up are IGN and GameSpot that gave it like an 8 out of 10 and a 9 out of 10. And one of them, like GameSpot's like, it's a faithful like sequel to the original Yoshi's Island. Everything's just as good as it was before. And I'm like, what on earth are you talking about? What game did you play? Like, holy crap. Whoops. Great, I'm dead. I like that is insane to me. Even this game has, it says like, oh, it has mixed reviews. But Yoshi's Island DS, the game that should get panned, says, oh, it's everyone loved it. It's just as good as the original. And that's insanity. That is actual insanity. Like, this game has some, you know, this game has some flaws, but it's great compared to Yoshi's Island DS. I don't think you necessarily should have to play the original game of another game that it's kind of based around, but I do think it can help in some aspects, and I definitely don't think you should be able to say it's just as good as the original if you haven't played it, because that's what it feels like. I don't see how they could have possibly actually played both games and came to that conclusion. It's funny, it sounds like I'm ranting about this game, but it's the other Yoshi game. I just feel so strongly about it that I just, now I'm like thinking about it again. But Yoshi's Island for Super Nintendo, that in my opinion is a masterpiece. One of my top 5 favorite games of all time. One of my first memories as a child, not just first gaming memories, just first memory in general, playing Yoshi's Island. I have photo evidence of me as like a 3-year-old playing like a Super Nintendo, and it's Yoshi's Island on the screen. It's like perfect. It's like, yep, that's it. That was And another thing is, like, I feel like I only grew to appreciate Yoshi's Island more as I got older. Like, I went back to it as an adult. I went back to it in, like, high school. And I was like, dude, this game looks gorgeous. This music's great. Like, everything about it aged so well. Like, it's actually bananas. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh! I knew that was gonna happen. Did I get a ring that time? Please tell me I got a... If they're not giving me checkpoints, like, this is like a... Come on. Yeah, once again, there was no checkpoint there. Why? Ay. See, I can't be as risky as I normally am in Yoshi's Island because I can't guarantee that I can save myself from a precarious situation nearly as well. If I die again, I'm not doing this bonus room again. I know, I should just run through. That's the thing, I probably could beat this game in like half the time if I wasn't going through these bonus rooms. It really don't matter unless you're trying to 100% it. But I like doing the bonus rooms the first time. I just don't like doing it over and over again when I really don't need to. Yeah. If I die again, I'm just gonna say screw it and run through it. And that's the thing with Yoshi's Island DS, though. The level design is so bad in Yoshi's Island DS that you waste so much time running around doing stuff that isn't even, like, fun. The levels are, like, just these giant, like, open, like, mazes almost. And they're, like, designed to, like, make you backtrack multiple times to, like, switch babies and stuff. I think that the concept, the idea of having multiple babies that you swap between is a great idea, but I don't think they executed it very well. Yeah, and then the checkpoint would have been right there too, I bet. Also, let's not forget. So it's like, oh, that's cool. Each baby has its own special ability. You know, like DK, I think, are stronger. I think Peach can float with her umbrella or something. What's Mario's special ability? Yoshi can run. You know, that thing that Yoshi should always be able to do? Yeah. Mario's special ability is that you can do that thing that you always normally are able to do, but no one else. Like, you're basically just forced to walk if you're not Mario. Using Mario, rather. Yo, what the heck's... What? Why? Will you say the soundtrack to this game is superior to Yoshi's Island? Oh my gosh, don't make me laugh. This game's soundtrack's better than Yoshi's Island DS. But I think every game's soundtrack is better than Yoshi's Island DS. But no, Super Nintendo Yoshi's Island is one of the best soundtracks there is. This game has good music in places, but it's just very underwhelming in other places, unfortunately. Unfortunately, in places that are normally very, iconic. I made a mistake. I made an awful mistake. Oh, wait. Okay, we good. Got this. I don't need those. I don't need that flower. Screw it. Let's just finish the level. He lost his ability in this one. Yeah, in this one you have to slowly build up your run. The Wii menu has a better soundtrack than Yoshi's Island DS. You're not wrong. Extraordinary terrain. Do we finally get a ski? Do we get our ski level? The moon? Oh. Oh! It's a mini Raphael. Too bad we're not gonna get that boss fight, since... I like that they have unique boss fights in this game, but at the same time, I miss some of the bosses. Yoji. It would have been cool to maybe have some of the original bosses, but then they're just like changed up. Yeah, that... See? If I didn't land on that platform, I wouldn't have been able to save myself, So, Banana, you're here. I'm pretty positive if you get hit in midair in the original Yoshi's Island, you have the opportunity to try to, like, salvage yourself and, like, float, right? I feel like it's rare, like, you need to get hit by something really specific that would, like, send you all the way to the bottom of the screen. I feel like if you just run into an enemy or something, usually you're like, just stunned for like, a moment. But then it's like, oh, I ran into, like, something really bad, and then you'll shoot down. I don't know, I feel like that, I should have had I feel like I should have had the opportunity to, like, save myself by fluttering. But I couldn't. Like, it just completely knocks me all the way down. And it was just like a normal enemy. I think, barring some of the stronger hits, you actually suffer very minimal knockback mid-air. Yeah, that's what I remember. That's what I was thinking. There are certain things that will send you spiraling straight down, for sure. But that's rare. Like, it has to be something really strong, like a spike or something hitting you. Which, by the way, in this game, that's another thing. If I remember correctly, if you hit a spike while you have Baby Mario, you lose Baby Mario and you get stunned. And then if you touch the spike without Baby Mario, that's when you die. If I remember correctly. But in this game, you touch a spike once with Baby Mario and you just die instantly. I feel like is another... I'm pretty sure... Oh my god, I hit my head on the ceiling, so I'm dead. Cool. Oh boy. Okay. This is a... You know what? I'm gonna run through this level. I am getting kind of sick of, like, collecting, like, 90% of the collectibles over and over again when I really don't have to. Cause like I'm not getting everything, so what's the point? Oops, I was supposed to stay on that. Definitely stay on that. Well. Oh, and there it goes. Okay, I have to hope it'll respawn. There we go. Banana, did you see how slow Yoshi takes to ready an egg sometimes? Because, I think you'll be pretty disgusted if you haven't seen it already. Falling blocks. There's stuff to the left, but it's kind of rude that the insta spikes that the spikes insta kill here when they never did that. I don't really see a purpose aside from needing a way to take a life from you. Yeah, it's weird. There's a lot of weird little... Oh, hey, Steven. Okay, so... this game is fine. If you're measuring up against the original Yoshi's Island for Super Nintendo, it is not nearly as good as that, but it's fine, it's playable. It's decent. If you're comparing it to Yoshi's Island DS, that game is a sin. That game is it's an abomination. I don't know what they were thinking, and this game is great compared to that. So it really compares. It depends on what you're comparing it to. That really says it all. If I had never played Yoshi's Island DS before this, I think I would be extra critical on this game. But I am just thankful that the game is at least decent. No, I said instant spikes. But that also would be troubling. I'm just gonna show you guys about the readying up the eggs right here. So check this out. In the original Yoshi's Island, you may recall you can ready up an egg instantly, right? So like you should be able to just, boom, I have an egg. Oh, I'm out of eggs. I'm an idiot. I need another egg. Great. I can't show my example now. Okay, hang on. Get another... Oh, these guys got eggs. There we go. Okay. So in Yoshi's Island, usually you press the aim button, he aims, right? Aim button, he aims. By the way, watch how long it takes me to cancel the egg throw. I'm gonna mash cancel. It took that long. I have, like, there's a lot of things in this game that, like, take extra, like, it's, I don't know. Weird. But anyways, sometimes when you aim, Yoshi does this extra animation. It takes, like, a full second before he starts aiming. He could do it in the air, too. To the point where, like, you've already reached the ground before he started aiming. It's insane, right? It's like, okay, why does he do that sometimes? I figured it out. It's when you're standing, if you're not moving left or right, he does that extra second to grab the egg. If you move forward just a bit, it's instant. And it's the same for in the air. So you have to, like, make sure you move forward while you're aiming, and that's like, I have no idea why they did that. Like, if anything, if Yoshi's standing still, shouldn't he be able to aim faster? Because he could, like, just focus on grabbing the egg? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, like, this weird design choice. And sometimes it still catches me off guard. Like, the timing throws me off guard. Yo, ski mode. It's a bonus level, I should have realized. Wait a second. Bobsled Yoshi. So I'm trying to remember. Does Yoshi transform into bobsled mode in the original game, or does he just ride a bobsled? Because I could have sworn you went into like a little ski shack, and then Yoshi came out just on skis. Am I remembering that correctly? Oops. Yeah, he rides the skis. That's what I thought. So, Steven, emote all of like Yoshi's transformation abilities, he turns into a vehicle, so I could see why you would think that. Because he does do that for a lot of things. Like he turns into an airplane, he turns into an airplane, yeah, helicopter. It's the Yoshi airplane. Just flying. That would have been crazy. Yeah, he does turn into a lot of stuff. But yeah, he does just like get skis. The original. I feel like I remember because when you tumble on your in ski Yoshi mode, you're just like tumble to your doom pretty much, and I could just imagine Yoshi tumbling. The seagulls are all the orbular seagulls are also much more common in this game. We've been seeing so many of them. I feel like they were much rarer in Yoshi's Island. I wonder if the seems like the obesity rate for seagulls has just skyrocketed since the original Yoshi's Island. I don't know what they're putting in the seagull food. Unless the round seagulls are a different species, which is another theory. Keep in mind, this one is made by the people who made Balan Wonderland. I thought Balan Wonderland was a guy from, like, Sonic or something. But I guess it's a studio, right? So it's not just the one guy anyways. They are called Goonies, that's right! I forgot about that. I forgot their names. Funky the Pokey Prince's Castle. Alright. And then they're Hefty Goonies. Since their name is different, do you think that indicates that they're a different species? Or a different, breed? Are they built different? Oh, I see, there's a cloud over there. A subspecies of the same family. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, it looks like we're going up into space, so it's very similar. I've noticed that most of the fortresses are based on fortresses from the original Yoshi's Island. So this one seems to be like Raphael the Raven fortress, where you're like slowly climbing up higher and higher. But instead we're gonna fight a Pokey? I guess? I guess we'll see how that goes. I knew some of those were gonna... Yeah, here's a good test. How fast can I ground pound? In the original Yoshi's Island, you can initiate a ground pound, like from a millimeter off of the ground. I'm sure like a lot of Yoshi's Island players know what I'm talking about. Like, you can ground pound by essentially not even moving upwards if you like jump and press down like at the exact same time. But it doesn't seem to be possible in this one. It feels like everything that you do, you have to wait. There's like a slight recovery time before you can do another input or something like that. Like the flutter jumping in the game is so hard to do. Oh, I thought, okay. I thought he was gonna come over here, not gonna lie. A Pokey grew so tall it reached to space. That would be a cool idea. And that was a neat fortress. I don't think I really caught that when I was younger, that I was scaling a tower. No, exactly. That's something that as a kid, I don't think I noticed that either. But then when you're an adult, it's like, yo, going up. Gotta hit this cloud. Unfortunately, you can't hit things if they're too far off screen. Also, that's something I noticed. You know, we can't judge too harshly. We all know that the Super Nintendo was just a more powerful console than the 3DS. So it was capable of a lot more, so we have to keep that in mind. The Super Nintendo has an unfair advantage. The hardware department. So, as long as we keep that in mind. Yep, because there's even this bit here, just like in the Raphael Fortress. Uh-oh. I was already too close. Oh my god, see? Can't salvage nothing when you get hit in the air, it's so bad. That was like one of the fun parts of Yoshi's Island. It's like, okay, I'm in the air, I got hit, I'm in a little bit of trouble, but I have a chance here. I have my flutter jumps. But if you don't just immediately land on another platform when you get hit in the air, it's like, nope. Going down, boy. What? Okay. I thought I was gonna hit the leftmost Pokey there. But went through him and hit the next Pokey. The Super Nintendo saved your soul, Steven. The Super Nintendo made me who I am today. It had a better sound chip too. Yeah, I mean, I guess... You know what I like during the Kamek confrontations? When it went da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. It's like some like really memorable like melody that's in your head. Are you ever gonna hum this to yourself later on in life? I'm sorry, I'm being really critical right now. It's only because I have so much love for Yoshi's Island. You can't gasp, you'll never gasp, enter Bowser's castle, jump into some thorns. Uh-oh. They have some fun ideas here. Whacking them with a giant hammer to power them up is funny. The mid-bosses being Kamek boss fights with like environmental puzzle type stuff is a cool idea. Okay, so we want to get rid of his body first. Dude, Yoshi, eat it! I was hitting the Yoshi tongue that whole time. Goodness gracious. I just don't understand sometimes. Okay. He's angry now. So a different studio did this and did Yoshi's Island DS, right? But it still has that same problem where the music is not nearly as impactful in so many places. And I really wonder, like, did they get, like... I know this is just me starting to be paranoid, but it's like... Did they get notes from Miyamoto? Make sure you don't make the music iconic. Whatever you do, if you make the music more iconic than the original Yoshi's Island, I'll never... You're not allowed to do that. Don't do it. Like, I'm really wondering, like, is this like notes from Nintendo that told them to do that? I'm legitimately wondering that. I swear, I'm not trying to make an insult. Okay, so the head, when the head loses its spikes, you can just hit the head, I guess. You just have to wait until that happens. Because keep in mind, this isn't even a mid-boss, which the mid-bosses already have good music anyways in the original. This is a big boss fight. This is the last big boss before the final big boss. And it's just like, it's not hitting. This ain't hitting. This feels like you're fighting the tutorial fight in Paper Mario or something. You know? Oh. Okay, so that works as well. That's good to know. What? The spikes grew back at the last second. Alright. Well, I'm gonna be cornered here. How are you supposed to, like, get under him safely? Okay, so when he does that, but he waits so long sometimes. I need more, eggs. More eggs, please, thank you. Oh my god, it took me so long to get my egg out and try to hit him with it. This is like one of those things, like, I don't think Yoshi's Island is generally considered a really fast-paced game, but you can do a lot of quick little, like, things when you need to. Like, you could quickly fire off an egg, or quickly, like, flutter when you do. And it feels like you're just, like, really hindered in this one, where it feels like I'm just playing so slowly. I feel like I have, I'm wearing, like, weighted clothing in an anime. Like, I'm not at my full potential. Like, I was spamming my tongue right there the whole time to try to pick up that spike ball. And Yoshi was just sitting there. You can lock your aim reticle, but I don't usually bother doing that, personally. I probably should be in this game, honestly, because it's a lot harder to time the aiming. But I'm so used to not doing that that I usually just throw you know. That I'm too used to not doing it, but I probably should be doing it. Oh. Yoshi put the flag in the mid-boss fortress. Because he didn't like the big boss fortress, I guess. Okay. Chomp Rock Challenge. Are we working our way into the volcano now? Yeah, all the bosses in this game have 3 hits and then they die. Which is an interesting choice because we all know that a lot of Mario games are like that. But the original Yoshi's Island, I would say most of the bosses actually took more than 3 hits. Wow. I fluttered as much as I could, but that platform was not coming back. How much more did they want from me? Oh, you know what it is? I was supposed to keep the rock. I wasn't supposed to roll the rock off. But if this was original Yoshi's Island, I could have just kept fluttering in the air and I would have saved myself. Which is, you know, once again, it's one of the cool things about the flutter jump being so effective in the original. It's not so broken that you could just fly through a level, but if you like screw something up, you have the opportunity to save yourself with the flutter jump because it's so good. Whoa, I'm surprised I didn't trigger the platform to start moving. Because I did touch it. Okay, I guess you have to kill all those guys first. And in this game, it's so hard to combo your flutter jumps in general that it's like you can't like count on. You can't count on it. You gotta play a lot more safely. But no, exactly, man, I think that kind of sums it up. We're in a lava level right now. And this music sounds like we're like in a nice green field, like with flowers. There were some tracks in this game were actually not bad. there were a couple of fortresses that had like unique music. There was like a ghost fortress that had like kind of a spooky twist on it. So I thought they were gonna keep doing stuff like that, but maybe they ran out of time or something. I said it before, but I think what kind of sums up the music in this game is it feels like it would be more fitting for Animal Crossing. I could hear like every track in this game like being like really good for like Animal Crossing. If you're just kind of chilling. And some tracks literally sound like, oh, this sounds like it's from Animal Crossing. And it's not like the music's bad. It's miles better than Yoshi's Island DS's music, if you can even call that music. But it just doesn't fit. It just weirdly doesn't fit. In a lot of places. I like that the chain chomps come out of the volcano. Now the problem is they already spoiled that by showing that earlier in another random level. This world is themed around volcano. So if we didn't run into the volcano chain chomp until now, that would have been a lot more effective. But they showed the volcano chain chomp in like World 2 or 3 already, just in a random area. I feel like they should have had a normal chain chomps first and then had the volcano chain chomp. IMO. Interestingly, that was something that I've noticed in this game. There was a lot of enemies that you don't normally see until later on in the game, or like in a specific fortress, that they were like introducing like earlier on. Like they're kind of jumping the gun on introducing a lot of these enemies. Like very, you know, very small issue. Like when you're getting down to that stuff, that's kind of just polish that could potentially take a game from being great to like excellent or amazing. But it's still something worth noting, I think. It's something that's like, oh, this is a cool detail, or this is a good use of this. So it's still something I have to bring up. Oh, here we go, this guy again. I like that they brought this guy back. Okay, see, I pressed up, so I should have been aiming up. But this... Sorry. It's gonna keep complaining. Does he cry? Hang on. Cried, good. There he goes. Ay. Banana says, I know Mystic Quest ain't great, but I adore the OST. It's probably one of the only things that keeps it afloat as a favorite of mine. Yeah, it had that power ballad song that would play in the caves. I remember that. Bandit Valley. 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 What the heck? Why is this guy running like Goku? Look at this guy. He's like Naruto running. What is up with this? It's the weeaboo shy guy. Bandit, rather. Bye. The weeaboo bandit. I do have so many lives, you're right. Even though I feel like I've died so many times in like because of the game's controls not being as tight as maybe as they could be. Or like, I don't know. I can't complain too much because I have so many lives, but look at this guy. What a nerd. Aha. Got him with the rebound. Cloud? Yep. Sometimes you just know. Down! Like right there, I was trying to ground pound and it was like... what it is. I guess I'll use my last egg. Whatever this is. Oh, okay. Well, you know, you could have just got down there without the bridge if I knew that was down there. There, I just proved it. It's funny how many clouds are just like a little bridge that you don't really need. Or like... oh my god, it's a giant... I love that these guys, because you never see these guys in Mario games really, right? I can't remember their name, they're like Lantern Ghosts, dude. But, there is one in Paper Mario. There is a boss fight in Paper Mario where you fight one of these guys. In the dark. It has a cool mechanic where you have to hit his lantern to like, to glow the room up. The egg vanished because it went off screen. That's fine. Whatever. I'll just use this guy instead. Or was I supposed to send that somewhere else? I don't understand where they wanted me to... I don't know. The weird room. Is that all that was in? Oh, this is gonna lead to some points. How strange. You say you think they're in Mario Bros. 3 or World? I don't think so. There are a lot of ghosts in World. Like weird little variations of boos that just look different, but they're basically just like boos. But I don't think that guy specifically. I think he's only really Yoshi, and then Paper Mario had a cool... That's what was awesome about the OG Paper Mario games. Great. I moved my controller a bit to get into a more comfortable position, and it crashed. Now that's not the game's fault. That's the emulator / my controller disconnection issues. But I figured that out. Like if the controller like disconnects and reconnects, it like tends to like to crash the emulator for some reason. Oh, Serenity, nice to see you back. But at least Yoshi's Island saves every level. So wait, why would I load the... That was stupid. I don't want to load the save state. And then I won't I don't want to do that. I need to actually just reload the game itself. Because the last time I usually save state at the end of a stream just in case if for some reason something happens to the save file, so I can just load back to where we were before. Yeah, we didn't lose too much progress. We basically just went down to that one bonus area. That weird bonus area. Banana, you don't have any extra PS5 controllers, do you? You just have the one? Oh yeah, I actually saw that time, Serenity. You were wishing someone good night, yeah. Oh my god, the controller again. Hang on. I hate that it's like this. It's just, for some reason, PS4 controllers... Well, I found this... I finally figured out... Because we all know I have controller disconnection issues a lot of times. And I thought the problem was... I thought the main issue was my USB port on my computer was too loose. So I got a whole new USB hub and plugged it into the good USB port I have that's nice and tight. And I thought, okay, that'll help. But I still... Controllers would still disconnect a lot. And I finally figured out really what it is. The PS4 controllers seem to have an inherent design flaw where the USB output is just loose, and any slight little movement causes it to disconnect, even if for a moment, which is just crazy. I don't need that. And the reason why I know it has to be a design flaw is because I had an old PS4 controller, and it would happen all the time, and I was like, okay, it's an old controller. So it's probably, you know, it's just, you know, I need to get a new controller at some point. And then my friend Mike got me a new PS4 controller, which was very nice of him. And I thought that would have fixed the issue, but like it's still, like I would still have the disconnection. Like the controller itself was great, because my old controller had the problem where my old controller had a bad joystick as well. Oh my god, I can't even get the eggs now. This is a weird room. I don't like this room. So the new controller is perfect, except it also has a loose USB output. So it has to just be that the PS4 controllers just have a bad USB output. Now, most people play wirelessly anyways, so I guess that's why most people wouldn't notice that. And even when you're playing a PS4 with the controller plugged in, it's usually just charging. You're still playing wirelessly technically. But since I'm using a PS4 controller to play in my PC, it is using it wired. It is using the wire. So I'm noticing every time it disconnects. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Like it's weird because I tried to look into it and nobody is talking about it. I found maybe like one Reddit post where someone talks about their controller disconnects a lot, but nobody was like, oh yeah, it's a common problem. I don't think most people notice because they're not using the controller the same way I do. I think most people just use it wirelessly. And I would just switch to wirelessly, even though I do prefer wired when I can, just to avoid this problem. But my computer doesn't have Bluetooth, so I can't even do that. I mean, you might be right, Otto. It might just be they were like, we're not expecting people to play wired, so screw whoever does. You're probably right. That's probably what it is. A baby pet. I just was coming back because there was, oh, there we go. There was something I missed. Okay, I'm good. I'm out. Banana said, I feel I've always had a latency issue when using a controller wirelessly on my PC, so I keep it wired too. Yeah, that's why I like wired, because it's kind of unavoidable to, you're gonna have at least even if it's just a tiny amount of latency issue in terms of your inputs, if you play, if you use a wireless controller, it's kind of just unavoidable. Maybe in the future they'll get better, but for now, it's there. Even though a lot of people, it doesn't really, it's not enough to bother them. It bothers me. But anyway, so the reason I was asking was, I kind of wanted to try using a PS5 controller to see if it didn't have the same issue. And then if it's like, yeah, this is nice and tight and it's not disconnecting, then I might just buy a PS5 controller. I know they're kind of expensive, but it's like, it's just ridiculous that I have this problem with a controller that's like not even that old, you know? Sometimes there are issues with USB in some computers due to the USB port not outputting enough power. I could get that, but I've ruled that out. Nothing else disconnects from my USB port like this. My microphone is connected through USB. My capture card, which I use a lot, like nothing else disconnects like the PS4 controller. Even when I'm using the Nintendo Pro, the Switch Pro controller, it doesn't disconnect like that all the time. It's just the PS4 controller. I heard changing your power settings on your PC can fix it. Sure, but yeah, I figured out what the issue is. It's the PS4 controller. Sadly, as much as I like it, so I don't know. Maybe the PS5 controller. Maybe there's special USB wires you can get that like really make sure they stay in tight, but I don't know. Anyways, Gargantua Blarg attacks. Which I guess I could try to use my Pro controller if I really wanted to. But I think that the PS4 controller is like a perfect modern day controller to use for old games like this that use a D-pad. Because of the positioning of the PS4's D-pad and the button, the relativeness to where the buttons are, it just feels perfect. Because that's basically how like a Super Nintendo controller or a DS controller would be laid out. Like that's where the D-pad would be relative to the buttons. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to playing like Game Boy Advance or Super Nintendo, I do have a Super Nintendo to USB that I use for Super Nintendo games sometimes as well. In fact, I think I usually do use it for Super Nintendo games. I usually use PS4 for other stuff, but anyways, for these kinds of games that use a D-pad, I think it's like a perfect controller. I don't care for the D-pad on a Switch Pro controller or even an Xbox. I can see why they make sense for a lot of games for the D-pad to be there, but if the D-pad is your main directional input for a game, I feel like it's better the way the PS4 has it. I have bad USB ports on my PC for the front connections. The only time I use the authentic controllers for playing my older consoles is the Wii. Everything else I use an Xbox One controller. Yeah, and that's fair, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. By the way, Banana, here's another thing. Remember how you had Super Baby Mario in the original Yoshi's Island? And it's kind of like hilarious but epic at the same time that there's like a baby Mario with a cape like running around the place. Not to mention, the name of the song that plays on that part is called Powerful Baby. Everything about those is great. For some reason in this game, it's just Yoshi gets super powered. There is no Powerful Baby Mario, unfortunately. Oh, well, I'm dead. I'm literally just dead. That sucked. Okay. My bad. Did I get a checkpoint at least? That was a bonus level. Okay, good. I was kind of worried there. I was wondering, like, wait, am I gonna not get a checkpoint from dying in a bonus level? That would kind of suck. Oh no, I'm out of eggs. Whatever will I do? Yeah, at least we have a few extra lives just in case, you know? Yeah, and here's the thing too. Do you remember how we were talking about in Resident Evil 4 how they botched the Krauser's line, the "Witness the power"? And then we were like, wait, they had the perfect opportunity to have their cake and eat it too by having, like, taking the line away from the original part, but then implementing it in another part that would have been perfect. Kind of the same case applies here, because if they really wanted a Super Yoshi, they could have had Super Baby Mario right here, like they had originally. And then, at the end of this, we should come across a red star, which makes Yoshi frickin' do that. So they could have had it where you start off as Super Baby Mario, and then when you get the red star, Super Yoshi comes into play, so you have both of them. But, I don't know. I didn't want to do that for some reason. I think that would have been cool. You would have had, you could have had it all, Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's a New Island. Someone take notes when I say this stuff. I'm gonna want to use it for... I think I'm gonna do a video on the Yoshi's Islands games. I feel like I just have too much to say about them to not do it. Unfortunately, I need to rewatch my playthrough of the Yoshi's Island DS, because I can't even remember all the stuff I hated about that one. There was so much. I might have to restructure the video too, because originally I was going to talk about what made Yoshi's Island so great, like all the stuff about it, and then I was going to play Yoshi's Island DS and be like, what happened? This is an abomination. But now I feel like, even though this came out after Yoshi's Island DS, I feel like I need to play this one. I think this needs to come second in the video, so I can talk about like, oh, this game has faults. I didn't even realize the lava was rising. Because there's no urgency in the music. What is happening? So I could talk about... Gosh, this new Yoshi's Island... It's a big step down from the original. It's not bad. It's a decent game. It's okay. Gosh, it's a big step down. And then when I play Yoshi's Island DS, and it's like, this is an abomination, I can talk about, wow, this makes Yoshi's New Island look great in comparison. This game feels like someone played the original and was like, I can make it better. Oh, did I say that? I still thoroughly enjoyed this game when I was a young girl. Oh no, yeah, like I said, this isn't a bad game at all. I just love the original Yoshi's Island so much that I just have a lot to say about other Yoshi games because of it. Especially if you're a kid and you're playing this, like, yeah, I definitely could see, like... There's a lot of stuff that, like, I don't think you would even really notice. Like, if I played this as a kid, I don't think I would have noticed as many things that I'm critiquing as the original Yoshi, like... Because a lot of it's, like, as a kid, maybe you wouldn't notice that, like, the music... and the little melodies and stuff aren't as, like, impactful or whatever. But as an adult, it's like, whoa. What's going on here? What if you had to parry the bosses with a final blow? What if I had to mash the button so that Yoshi beat up the boss epically with like 100 hits, but every time I tried I just punched them once? Imagine a world where something like that would happen. That'd be embarrassing. Imagine taking your 3DS with you to a college lecture and taking your notes on that. That's awesome. If I knew someone who did that at my college, I would be like, yo, you're cool. It's funny I say that, but I never even had a DS growing up. I only ever had a Game Boy Advance, and even then I only had I had like 3 games maybe. I didn't have that many for it. I wasn't very much of a handheld gamer, but I was like very into console games. Yoshi did not want to pull that egg out. That whole like Yoshi taking a whole second to pull his egg out sometimes when you're standing still, like it really is a killer sometimes. Because when you forget that he does that and you're trying to quickly, you know, get your egg. My college had a little group of people that all played DS together, and it was just to sit with them and play. Submarine Yoshi time. I will say one good thing, these pretty much always work really well. I'm gonna jinx myself though, because I think I just remembered. I don't think I can do this. Because I can't... It doesn't register a full 360 tilt. Oh, that's right, you don't want to shoot those. They puff up. Get angry. That's as far as I can go down. And I'm pretty sure they intend for you to go farther than that. Yeah, see, I couldn't even like tilt. I can't do that bonus game, unfortunately. Because that's the only one that's like that, and it's the emulation, it's not the game's fault. I'm pretty sure they intend for you to be able to turn around more fully than that. So we're just lucky that's not a mandatory vehicle level, or else we'd be in trouble. My favorite game console in this day is still the 3DS, so I'm glad the 3DS and Wii U had such a tight-knit group of support. Yeah, it does seem like... Wait a second. I have the key, what am I doing? Oh, but I'm gonna have to come down here to get another key, probably. I think I just realized what's going on there. Okay. So it's kind of like Marching Mild's Fortress again. Except with only 2 keys, maybe? Oops. Wait for that to come back up. Now, will those spikes kill me instantly? I don't want to risk it by touching them. Wait till it's safe. That key wasn't hard to get. I did have a Wii. I was super into the Wii when that came out. I still think the Wii is awesome, and I think the Wii has a great controller. Some people criticize the Wii's controller as being like gimmicky and it's weird. I think it feels so natural in your hands. It feels so good, the Wii remote and the nunchuck. I think it's great. That's why when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, I think the Switch is a really cool console, but I don't like the controllers. Oh, I could just go fight the boss. Okay, sounds good to me. Wait a second, no I can't, I'm an idiot. Wait, is the door gonna drop? Let's see. Oh, it does drop, okay. Because it looked like it was just floating there for a second. Go in there with full eggs. So this is going to be our last Kamek boss fight, I think. Based on how the game's been going. The Wii controller was a gimmick, but I at the same time, I do think it was a very well-designed controller. I feel like the Joy-Cons don't feel nearly as well as the Wii and Nunchuck. It doesn't feel like they're designed to be held in your hands. They just feel like these little flat pieces of plastic. And like the buttons are tiny. I don't know. Maybe I just have giant hands and that's why. But they just don't feel nearly as good. Eek, I don't get it. You weren't supposed to make it this far. Eek. It's all over now. Your nonsense ends here. Uh-oh. I wish TV controllers felt as good as a Wii remote. Wii remotes... Do I just knock him down? Is that it? Is that the whole gimmick? Oh my goodness. That's funny. Well, Kamek's dead. Kamek fell into the sewers, forever dead. There are little marching milds in here, which is funny, because I was saying the level was similar to it. This is such... Like, okay, most of the Kamek boss fights are, like, super easy. But the last one actually, Kamek was putting up a little bit of a fight. But this is, like, the easiest one yet, I feel like. Because all you do is shoot the block down that they're standing on. Like, oh, you're over there? Okay. Good to know. You can even do it with one egg. Kamek's dead forever. Oh, nope, he's fine. Ah, you got past me again? This is getting silly. That is it, young master. He's gonna go awaken Bowser. It needs a Switch XL. I just need the Switch 2 to have better controllers. That's all I'm asking for. I do think the Switch feels better to hold portably. Like, the controllers somehow feel better when they're attached to the console. And maybe that's why, because they were expecting people to play it portably. But I don't really play my Switch portably that much. I play it... I'm more of a home console person. So really... Like... I don't know. We'll see when the Switch 2 comes out. It is such an awkward but charming console. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with Wii U personally because I didn't own one. But I thought it was a cool idea. I just never got one. Hot foot hurdle. Heck, I didn't plan on getting a Switch initially. The only reason I got a Switch was to play Travis Strikes Again. Which is probably... I'm probably the only person in the world who got a Switch for that game. I'm not saying I'm the only person in the world who got that game on Switch. I'm just saying I don't know how many people would have gotten the whole console just for that. I love Travis Strikes Again, so it ended up really being worth it. But I don't think most like. I think most people, even people who are like really into like Grasshopper games like I am, I feel like they probably... Oh, that was just to get the flower, I don't care. They probably just already had a Switch already, and if they didn't, then they didn't. Ow. Now, can I just ground pound you? Yes. You can turn on the TV with the Wii U gamepad. Really? That's cool. What is this Hawaiian music? While we're going through deadly traps in a volcano. What happened? I'm sorry. This isn't right. You know what, it's like somebody was told they were designing music for a different game. Yeah, that's Double D in the background playing the lap steel guitar. I genuinely think it might be Nintendo's fault. I really think that might be the case. I think what might have happened is they got notes from Nintendo that said, whoa, I thought I was flying off the stage. That scared me. Whoops! I meant to aim up, but I went through the door. That's fine. You know what I just realized? The original Yoshi's Island had some really cool 3D effects that I didn't even really appreciate as much until I came back when I was older and played it. Like, do you remember the giant spinning 3D platform? Oh, I didn't realize the lava was rising. I was just taking my sweet time. In some of the fortresses where there's like a giant spinning platform that you run across. I don't think that's in this game. And that's weird because this is the 3DS, right? So you think they would have utilized that kind of stuff. Like had the giant 3D platform like popping out of your screen or something. So I'm actually like surprised thinking about that. Those little spinning platforms reminded me of it. Yeah, the mode 7. It's funny because I was so young when I played it that I didn't even notice like that was... I didn't register to me that something different was going on with that platform. It was just the whole game just kind of blended together into this like... this colorful, cartoony, immersive dreamscape that I was just playing. I didn't think about like, oh, they're using like a different effect here. Like, this is 3D and this is 2D. Like, I didn't even comprehend that. Oh, I'm out of eggs. Oops. I'll grab more while I have the chance. He went down by himself, thankfully. Itchy nose, itchy nose. Oh, Otto, I know all about the lap steel guitar, let me tell you. I literally saw someone play the lap steel guitar live at a concert just like a few weeks ago. Pyro Guy Peak. Who's your favorite Mario enemy? Everyone knows that Pyro Guy is Peak. I don't know, he seems kind of a little dummy to me. Look at him. Like, oh, okay. Ran into me. Oh, you can't eat him either. I thought maybe they'd let you spit fire. He heard me talking crap on him, so he ran into me. This is a really interesting take on Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I didn't think... Oh no! Does that mean that instead of the ring, it's Baby Mario that Yoshi's taking to Mount Doom? I do like that they have a unique theme for the final world. Most of the worlds in this game, they kind of borrow the ideas from the original Yoshi's Island. But in this one, the final world is the volcano, which you do see in the background of another world earlier on, so that's kind of a nice foreshadowing. At the same time, the original final levels in the final world of Yoshi's Island are pretty sick. Like when you're approaching, I kind of hope that there's like an approaching the castle type level, because that was always really cool for me. Original, oops, oh god, I don't know what's down there, is it safe? Is it safe? This bullet bill. Oh yeah. that's it. We're in a volcano, so I wasn't sure if there'd be like lava or something down there. Got him. I was watching a video one day, this was a while, but just randomly, and these two guys were talking about how they're like such a big fan of Zelda, and they referred to Death Mountain as Mount Doom. And I was like, uh-oh. I guess it's a fair mistake. They sound a little similar. They're both big fiery mountains, or volcanoes rather, with mountain in their name. But it's still. I mean, I'd be embarrassed if I said that. Right? It seems like the levels aren't as crazy as the final world. The original Yoshi's Island. Most people think of Yoshi's Island as being a pretty easy game, and I don't think they're necessarily wrong for the most part. But some of the levels do start getting pretty challenging towards the end. Hammock is Gollum. Pop rock. Oops. What happened? What happened? Oh, okay. You'll never guess. What direction do you press to go from world 6-6 to 6-7? Just guess. Guess what direction you press to go up there. From here, what button do you press? I'll let you guys all guess, and then I'll tell you. Okay, Banana says left. Otto says up. Jessica says down. You're all wrong. You press right. You press right to go up left. Yeah, futility. Kind of those kinds of vibes. Alright. Crumble, rock, rumble. I thought about making a poll, but that would have taken too long. We're trying to beat this game. Uh-oh. Gonna let that fall down. I'm in no rush. Oh my god, that ghost Shy Guy apparently was corporeal enough that he got crushed. Corporeal's the one where you are physical, right? And then it's ethereal that you're not physical? Yeah, I think I got it. Are we going to get a giant tap-tap? Because this would be the place to have the giant tap-tap, I think. I get the feeling no, because in Yoshi's Island, that's a boss fight, and then they bring him back to chase you in one of the later levels. And since they didn't make a tap-tap boss fight, I'm thinking they're probably not gonna... They're not gonna have him for a level. Because then that would be extra work for something that doesn't have a... You know what I mean? Like they... Uh-oh. Tap the platinum. Isn't his name like Sir Tap Tap? In the doesn't he have that great honorable title? Oh, do I just go down? Okay, I was kind of scared. I keep thinking there's gonna be lava beneath me. You're the ghost Shy Guy futility? Is that gonna be your next profile picture? Tap the red nose and tap the golden. Why did I think that they had Sir in their names? I think there's some Yoshi's Island boss that has like a Sir or something. I can't remember who it is. Wait, oh, I was supposed to get out of there and jump on. That's fine. I just can't get up there now. So whatever that bonus was, but all that means is we're just saving time, really. Oh, we need to run. Ooh. What? What? Why did that block not break? Get that flower, because I'm a pro. Even though I feel nerfed when I'm playing this game, there's some things you can do as a Yoshi's Island pro that you know you can do. Alright, here we go. Final fortress. It's a giant egg-shaped island. How did I not notice that until just now? A black hole appeared in the massive ocean. Bowser's Castle break-in. Okay. His castle is inside of a black hole in the side of the Egg Island planetoid. Sounds reasonable. See, you'd think it's a whirlpool, but look at the dark matter inside of it. It's like where a whirlpool would be, but I can see that there's more going on in there than just that. Clearly it took us somewhere else. We're not underwater. The Yoshi spaghettification. Oh, Kamek! I should have fixed you back in Tampa. Nobody knows what I just referenced. My brother would be the only person who got what I just referenced. And I don't think he's watching it. Okay, so it's another one of those get all the keys. Except 4 this time, I'm guessing? At least you're not helicopter over a void with Kamek trying to hit you. Hey, I thought that storming the castle level in the original was pretty epic. It might have been a pain in the butt if you were having trouble, but I think it was still pretty cool. What? I didn't even find a key. Did I miss something? Maybe there's only one key to find, and you just have to pick the right door. That would be weird though. I feel like it would just be... Did you see that? It spit out like 5 eggs at once. I've never seen the plant do that before. Well then. Is the joke that I couldn't get that key because you can't grab keys in midair as we saw what happened earlier? Or do I need to come back try to get that key again? Because now I'm wondering, like, is the joke like you just need to find which one has the key you can actually get? Oh, there was a key? I missed it? Okay. So I do need to just jump at the right time. Final Castle's a boo house. There we go. Alright. Alright, so I'll just have to make sure we hit up every door. I guess there's gonna be 4 keys after all. Fire damage. I believe I remember you. You sound familiar. What the? Well, there he is. I wasn't expecting him to show up here, though. He's not really chasing us. He's just kind of in our way. Makes him a little less scary, but you know. Is this just gonna be a key right here? Yeah. But that was it. Oh no! I goofed up, unless I could get over him somehow, but I think that's impossible. Can I just leave without the baby? Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have came back for the eggs. This might be the first time... Hang on, never mind. He actually floated to the left, thank God. I've never had Baby Mario captured this whole time. Good thing I had all those stars saved up, I guess. The fire damage. Were you the one who, Okay. And I'm just gonna die now, aren't I? I'm gonna lose all the progress I've made with these keys. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Okay, good. Whew. I really thought they were gonna kill me there. Well, to be fair, Gollum did have the ring first. You know, it's only fair. The timing for the high bounces off their heads is really weird in this game. Thankfully, apparently I've gotten... I don't want to jinx it, but I've gotten enough used to it. Basically, a lot of things, inputs in this game, you need to ready up, like, ahead of time. Instead of, like, pressing jump right before you're about to hit them, you have to press it, like a couple moments before you're about to hit them. Fire damage, weren't you the one who did the Evel Knievel bike jump over the Grand Canyon? Oh no, I can only hold 3 eggs, because I have 3 keys. I might have just screwed myself. Oh, I wonder if just one of these has the key. Oh, that's it! That's where the key was, I just missed it the first time, that's funny. No wonder I missed it. I don't even know what was in that one, it never fell. Okay, I think we have all the keys. Goodbye, bat. Alright, you gotta shoot. Good go. Feeling that the game's gonna crash. Just in... I just got that checkpoint. But yeah, futility, that was kind of the first time that was... It happens. It happens. Oh, DK Bros, that's right. Have you ever seen a Shy Guy that big before DK Bros? Whole life, have you? Oh, I need another one. What? Oh. bad. There's more doors, but which one do I want to go? Oh, I see. You have to pick. I wonder if this is a maze situation. Didn't Yoshi's Island DS have some nonsense like that, where there's a bunch of doors and you had to figure out which one was the right one? Big pain in the butt. Nah, because I think I can only get up to this anyways. There's like a maze of doors in Yoshi's Island DS. Oh! Yo, baby Bowser's bedroom. Alliteration. Hammock's a little bit easier to deal with. Of course, I should let him use magic, because then I could like get into here. There's probably something in. Oh, there was nothing in there. Looked like there was. Hammock's kind of pathetic in this one. Oh, I thought I could. Fine. Even if I didn't get him right though, he would have just hit one of the blocks in front of me instead. I always liked how Kamek uses dark magic, which happens to be the PlayStation inputs. So clearly this was foreshadowing that Sony was this dark harbinger of evilness that would come in the near future. Oh, hang on. There he is. Snoozing away. Welcome. Now, Yoshi, my lamb. If you would be a dear and please hand over the baby. Uh-oh. Be awake. Oh dear, what to do? Young Master Bowser awakens from his sweet slumber. Kamek, I'm grumpy. There's too much noise. I'm just a baby and I want to go sleepy butt. I'm just a baby. This game's gonna win Writing of the Year at the Game Awards. Best script. Well, Kamek's dead. Dude, please say donkey. If Baby Bowser doesn't call Yoshi a donkey, I'm turning the game off right now. Huh? That green donkey looks strangely familiar. Looks like a fun ride. I think it was a little bit meaner in the original. Green donkey, mine, mine, mine. Like I think he says like a dumb, stupid green donkey or something. Spring. Oh, can I not make the ground wiggle? No, he's riding Yoshi. Oh, they changed it. I always thought that was cool because the one time you have like this effect on your ground pounds, like he has. Except it was a different effect. It was like the whole ground like quaking. But it looks like you can't do that in this one. Oh my god, everything's breaking. I guess you just shoot him with eggs. A little disappointing. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It's just... Oh my god. Everything's just so... like... sluggish. I don't know. I can't explain it without you playing it yourself. Like, like, all the inputs are going extra slow because, like, I think he's lagging the game every time he hits the ground, honestly. There we go. Jesus. Yes, you probably can spit the Shy Guys out, but there we go. Oh, you could bring up Floyd fire damage. I didn't see you talking about Floyd, but Floyd must be honored and cherished forever, so you can bring him up whenever you want. Also, hey Best Gamer, I remember you. You're 4.0 now, that's pretty crazy. Yoshi, how could you do such a thing? Little Master, let me give you a hand. Alright, here we go. Is this gonna be epic? Sounds like Bowser Jr. Oh, okay, this is it. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, it's a bit of a twist on the original, utilizing the new enormous egg mechanic. This music, this is the final boss music? I need to play the final boss music in the original Yoshi's Island after we finish this so you can hear how epic it is. This boss fight's at least a little, this boss fight's better than Yoshi's Island DS, for sure. Yoshi's Island DS is freaking weird, but like... Oh, I missed, actually. I guess you have to hit him in the head, like right in the face. I think that would have been it, too. So at least we're giving him a little more time to do stuff. Dude, they should force you to have to avoid all this fire before you have the chance to hit him, because I could have never saw him do any of those moves right there if I had perfectly hit his face 3 times in a row. Unless there's another form. Let's see, maybe there's another form. In which case, maybe there's a chance for... Nope. I guess that's it. Oh yeah, that was... Wait. What happened? How dare you? It's just not right, you big green meanie. One of these days we'll be back. You just wait and see. Oh, that looks like that's it. There's the stork. There's Luigi. Oh, hang on. Real Bowser. Or adult Bowser, I guess. Okay. Suddenly warping through space and time, King Bowser appears. So they're borrowing some story elements from DS here. This isn't over yet, wahaha. Because that game also features some, like, time warping. Okay, this is interesting. I like the fake out. I don't have any eggs yet. Float over him. Oh, it went back down. I thought it was gonna go higher. Okay, well, I'm in trouble. Well, he killed me once. I didn't know what he was gonna do, though. So, now we know. Make way for King Bowser. It's actually a whole, its own like little chapter. I don't know if I could safely jump over him actually. But what I need to do is when he does a big jump, then I go under. Too bad Yoshi needs to get a running start. We're utilizing the other big egg gimmick. Holy crap! He actually stopped it and threw it. Impressive, Bowser. Big jump. It's funny, I thought that was a bullet bill cannon dropping it first, but it was the metal shy guy. That's pretty cool. I like that he like stops it. Dude, it's the ground's crumbling. I think one more might do it. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that the boss fights are, like, not super complicated and hard because, like I said— oh my god! I shouldn't have even said anything right there. Completely jinxed myself by saying that. But what I was gonna say is, because the controls in this game are so, like, unresponsive, if it was, like, if I had to do, like, the boss fight from the first Yoshi's Island, it probably would take me, like, 100 tries. But wow, it hit me at the exact right angle for me to fly right into that little frickin' nook of death. So that's cool. Like, this part's funny because he's just kind of like, alright. Big jump. I'll slowly walk under you. Yoshi doesn't hear anything. I like how he hits the platform up so it's easier to avoid his blast. He actually kind of helps you out there. Also, just the blocks never fall on the platforms on the side either. Doesn't hit me that time. Alright, and then this should be it, I would think. Yeah, we don't want to stand on there because I think it's going to fall apart! The middle area is breaking. Each time you hit him with that, it's breaking more and more. So I'm like, okay, we don't want to stand in the middle. We want to be in a safe spot. That's never fallen into the lava during that part like that, has it? Why did that happen? See, I was trying to use context clues to be like, okay, we don't want to be in the middle because that's where he's going to fall through when he dies. And instead, the side fell down. See, look at the platform beneath him, and look, it crumbles every time. He would be the first boss in the entire game that takes 3 hits. Or sorry, more than 3 hits. Yeah, the platform never fell like that before. That was just like a complete beginner's trap. What the heck? It usually only falls during this part, when he's like lowering it. When he does the big jump. Alright, let's see. Now we know not to stand on there that was always safe before. Okay, sure. That literally was just what it was, a beginner's trap. And then the one little piece of platform breaks instead of the whole thing. Ay ay ay, how silly. Nope, he took 3 hits. He's king nothing. Master Bowser, no, you little monsters. Let me help you, my masterful master. Oh, he's still not done yet? Well, I will say, I didn't expect 3 phases of the final boss fight. So we had 4 phases, because we had Baby Bowser, Giant Baby Bowser, King Bowser, Giant King Bowser. Okay, so we're back to this. That makes sense. I didn't mean to aim it that way. I'm used to, in the original Yoshi's Island, when you're launching the egg into the background, the reticle aims up and down vertically instead of left to right, so that keeps throwing me off. Ow. Oh, he did block the egg, you're right. I guess I need to just time it to when he's not doing that. He punched the air. I'm not used to a boss, like, immediately blocking whenever you have the thing that can potentially hit them. Oh, it's just literally the timing is that I happen to be trying to hit him when he did that. And any other time it would have been fine. I was getting the Shy Guy too quickly. I was too powerful for the game, and it was backfiring on me. Now I know the error of my ways. He's on a platform. Drop down. There you go. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for him to block again. There he goes. There we go. Okay, piece of cake. You just have to wait for that. Stop doing that. I'm gonna drop this one down. These platforms seem so random. Oh my god. Got him! Is that it? Did we finally do it? I think Bowser just imploded. Like a dying star. Yeah, I will say I didn't expect there to be 4 phases to the final boss. So that was a nice little thing. And they also didn't make you restart from the first phase. Would have sucked. From some of the cheap It's funny that the 3rd phase specifically had those weird, like, beginner's traps. Yoshi rescues the captured stork, who resumes his duty and sets off to make a rather delayed delivery. Thanks, Yoshi. The bros are almost home free. Bowser's soul. I fight the, King Boo with Bowser. Kevin's crying to be let out, but I gotta finish this, buddy. And then I'll let you out. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Alright, we did it. We beated the game. Now question is there like a post-credit thing? Okay, let me let Kevin out while this plays. So yeah, this is way better than Yoshi's Island DS. That final boss fight, like, the bosses are really basic. But there was 4 of them, 4 phases, and I didn't know they were gonna do that, so that was cool. A lot of times these games it would be so much, like, I would love them so much more if they just played as tightly as the original game. But I mean, you know, what can you do? They're being taken to Brooklyn. This is the most fitting music yet. But you know what? I will say this. I don't even remember what the boss music was like, the final boss. I don't think it's stuck in my head at all. I'm gonna have to re-listen to it. Did anyone really catch it? Because I still do want to play the final boss music from the original game at the end of the stream, just so everyone can hear it if they've never heard it. Nintendo and Arzus are the authors of this software and the purpose of copyright. And also Jay can own it too, if he wants to. Oh wow, thanks. The kazoos are a little weird. Look at that, at long last the travelers have arrived in the land where good old mom and dad live. Brooklyn, New York. I went to Brooklyn once. Toad answers the door. I'll raise them as my own. Uh-oh, the stork didn't get the wrong house again, did he? The silhouette. Oh, finally our heroes have arrived, for real this time. It was like the ending in the original game. The pipe? Who is that guy? He showed up like twice. Just a random freaking pipe. What? What? Wait. Wait, Mario was the pipe man all along from the future? Why was he the pipe man? Wasn't the pipe man an enemy? Did the pipe man help us at any point? I thought the pipe man showed up. I saw him like once or twice, I feel like. What the heck? I did not. That is a weird twist. Congratulations, 21. This many Yoshis helped deliver baby Mario Bros to their new home. Is that how many deaths I had? Is that what they're actually telling me? This many Yoshis sacrificed their lives for baby Mario. Alright, well. That's it for Yoshi's New Island. It was fun. Much better than Yoshi's Island DS. I need. There's some Yoshi games I haven't gotten to yet. I still need to play Yoshi's Story. I don't think I'll do that next though. Maybe for another time. But if you guys want to help me decide what games to play next, feel free to join the Discord if you want. You could help vote on polls and decide, you know, what I should stream. But I'm gonna end this with the final boss music from Yoshi's Island, the original, because I just have to hear it. After, no offense, but it's just, it just hits so much better. I think I did play Woolly World. That one wasn't bad. I did enjoy that one. Listen how epic this is. Freaking guitar just shredding. You got the organs. Sick. This is a final boss song right here. The big boss theme is also really good in the original Yoshi's Island. I might even like that one a little more. That might be my favorite. Yeah, this is awesome. But alright, that's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. I hope I see you again soon. I'll probably stream something tomorrow. Probably. Just don't know what yet. And hope you all have a good start to your weekend. And I'll catch you later.